before you were born, this really strange program called the gene is input in the form of a basic sequence by letter, and the input program, the moment it needs, by this spark, life, spirit, truth, goodness, and beauty, those things when we feel, those things come and click, then do these kind of roles. Then they catch germs and pull them closer. When pulling closer to the cell, the white blood cell, then what kind of program will be clicked? Open the mouth like a trap. Slipping down, and what does it do with the door? Close it. Closed it. And what is the next step? Next step is in the white blood cell, there's a gene that produces the substance that kills the germ. It will be clicked. It calls cosmic consciousness. It's super smart. It can't be controlled by the human intelligence. The strange controlling occurs unconsciously in our body. So we have to really respect the unconscious. Just because you don't know that, you can't leave it away. Respect for the unconscious means that your conscious must be clean. What if your conscious is always bothering by something? It's not comfy. If you are not comfy something, you don't digest well, do you? No, we don't. So, the opposite of truth, goodness, and beauty, making up someone's mind to do evil, hating somebody, lying to somebody, the opposite of truth is lying. If you do that kind of lifestyle, somehow you are not comfy. Somehow you feel strange. So always being fair, right? To the good and beautiful mind make your unconscious mind peacefully. Then you can be healthy. Why? Because the gene responds goodness, trust, and beauty. Goodness, trust, beauty, trust, right? We are always doubtful. Should I trust him or not? It's something suspicious. Then are you comfy or not? Can you sleep well or not? So we have to protect our unconscious mind. And you have to have a hope. When you are desperate at something, your body doesn't go well. Yes, there is a hope. What's going on after this? You are doing well. So truth, goodness, and beauty, trust. When are you doing well the most? When you are in love. You can digest right away. Your skin looks good. Makeup sits well. Everything goes well. Back then, they said it's only a state of mind. Our genes definitely respond to love. So, plants also respond to the mind of the person who grows the plant. Scientists know that now. So-called plant intelligence. Someone said the plant has intelligence and the gene responds some kind of meaning. This is a T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte attacked the cancer cells. So the cancer cells will eventually die like this. Originally, the cancer cell look like being steadily. The cancer cells that are attacked are the groggy and died. This T lymphocyte is very active, right? The T lymphocyte finally produces the lymphotoxin that kill to the cancer cell. When it produced well, then shape like that. So they couldn't kill the cancer cells. In this way, the T lymphocyte is a healthy person, a program that kills cancer cells built in the T lymphocyte, or the program that catches and eats germs. When they work well, then your body, your unconscious, has confidence. I am healthy. The people who have weak T lymphocyte is very sensitive. You know what I mean? They are sensitive when they go to the little bit dirty places. They somehow worry. I was weak and delicate child. So, when going to the clean and rich house, then I eat. When going to dirty and poor house, neither sleep and eat. I couldn't eat even if I was hungry. It seems like there are a lot of germs. I have no confidence. We didn't know them at the time. We didn't know the germs and what is the T lymphocyte. When going to the dirty places, my instinct tells me that I shouldn't eat. But these days I'm getting healthier, and when going to the China or Yanbi and those places back and forth quite often, these days it's getting cleaner, but back then it was very dirty. Even though I go that kind of the places, I could sleep and eat well. Why? Because I have confidence. My T lymphocyte is healthy. Today, while my wife was making lunch and dropped the fruits that appeared on the floor of the kitchen, I told her that just put them, that I told her so. When being healthy, you have confidence about your health. Then they're upset without excessive defense. I'm healthy inside, so even if I eat foods with germs, eventually solve the problem, so that's okay for me. People think that if someone gets AIDS, he or she will die. But recently, medical science develops. There are a lot of people get AIDS, but some of them appear to get over. Also, there was a famous American basketball player named Magic Johnson. He's been infected with HIV too, but he still doesn't get AIDS, though the virus is in his body. Why is that happening? Unless the T lymphocyte is extremely weak, people who live with a healthy life is becoming that he or she won't die of AIDS. I really wanted to say this, because once we get AIDS in Korea, we hide somewhere. Oh, I'm dumb, so let's hide. You don't have to do that. When the starting health life, then the T lymphocyte is getting stronger. There is evidence that this T lymphocyte killed the AIDS virus. So, if you are worried about the AIDS among viewers, you should have hope. If you are desperate, this T lymphocyte will become weaker. So why those statistics comes out? Many hospitals that have many AIDS patients, while they're trying to take a blood sample, accident occurred, nurses stepped the needle to themselves or someone else. Then the needle touched the blood between the AIDS patients and themselves. The blood and blood contact, that's the easiest way to infect. But 100 people are stabbed, then only 5 people infected. and only one person gets HIV. So the remaining people who have the strong T lymphocyte, what happened when the virus gets in, kill them? It's the same as the hepatitis B. Among married couples, the husband has the hepatitis B. He's been married for a long time and they have 3 kids, but the wife doesn't get the hepatitis B. Why? Taking her the blood sample, then what comes out? Antibody. The meaning of antibody comes out is from the husband from the hepatitis B virus and to the wife, but the wife doesn't get the AIDS. As long as produced for the antibody that can cure the virus of hepatitis and the HIV/AIDS virus, there's evidence for that. You know what I mean? So what this allergic disease is, that our body is getting more and more sensitive when this T lymphocyte that charges our resistance of our body is getting weaker. You know what I mean? It starts to become very sensitive and sensitive to the outside evidence. Why? To protect myself. So when the person has weaker T lymphocyte inhale much dust, there is a high possibility that much germs. If it gets in, the possible to occur the sickness. So before getting in, block at the eyes and nose. So that's why they do a sneeze, having runny nose. So you have to blow your nose, then becoming allergic rhinitis, and itchy in springtime. There are many such phenomena. It gets deeper and becomes to asthma, cause the respiratory organs overact.